Hello YouTube, it's July 18th and today I'm making this video in regards to the Israel and Palestinian conflict, the stuff that's going down in Gaza, as I'm sure a lot of you know. I'm anti-war, I'm anti-aggression, as a lot of you know, and so first of all, by saying that, I want to say that I do not support Hamas and I do not support Israel. I do not support any of these wars of aggression or genocide or ethnic cleansing, and that is what this is. That is what this is. This is what's going on right now. Some people might disagree, and that's fine. I say that you're not thinking. I say that you're not questioning things. You're not looking into this and thinking. You're just parroting information that you're seeing on the internet. That's all you're doing, and I wish that you would start to think for yourselves and stop listening to the mainstream media and listening to what your governments are telling you, because they're lying to you. There has been over 200 Palestinians murdered. Over 200 Palestinians murdered as I make this video. There's been over 1,500 Palestinians wounded as I make this video. And this is according to independent news sources and of course, the mainstream media. I look at both sides. People, folks, this is genocide. This is genocide. This is ethnic cleansing. I know that some of you don't want to believe this. This is people being murdered. These people are being murdered. They're being injured. They're being displaced. Their houses are being destroyed. Their businesses are being destroyed. They live in the world's biggest open-air prison, for goodness sake. There's a wall stopping them from going into Israel. And they're having land stolen from them, their houses bulldozed. And then the settlement camps. And then they have Israeli soldiers, patrolling the streets. And so we see on various social media people posting, I support Israel. I support Israel. There seems to be not much common sense in this world when somebody is posting, I support Israel. Because if you support Israel, then you're supporting these human beings. That's what they are. These human beings being murdered. They are dropping bombs on these people. They are killing innocent women and children. Now think for a minute. How would you feel if this was you? If this was your family and this was happening to you? Some of these people seem to think that all these people in Palestine, right, are part of Hamas. You need to get that notion out of your head, because they're not. These people are not. These are human beings. And they deserve, just like you and I, to have dignity and to live with dignity and respect. I want to paraphrase a quote by Voltaire, and it says, there are people that make people believe absurdities which through this makes people commit atrocities. And that's what we're seeing. This is an atrocity, what we're seeing in Palestine, in Gaza. Have you ever stopped to question what do you have to gain from this by posting on social media, I support Israel? What do you gain from this? Why are you doing this? Have you ever questioned it? Have you ever thought to question who is actually gaining from this situation? Who's actually gaining from this situation of these people being murdered and their houses being bulldozed and people being displaced? Have you ever thought about that? Do you know that the U.S. government sends Israel $7 million a day of your tax dollars? Did you know that? $7 million a day. That's how much the U.S. government sends Israel. 7 million. It's $2.5 billion a year. That's what they're sending them. And they're committing murder with this money. That's money that's taken from you to commit murder in another country. I'm going to go back to this again. There's a lot of people just going along with everybody else, just parroting the same information. You know, they see it on social networks. They're their friends. Oh, I'm with Israel. I'll share this. I support Israel. But I want to ask you a question. Have you ever read the book by Major General Smedley Butler, War is a Racket? Have you ever read that book? In this book, Butler, a major general of the U.S. Marine Corps, explains why war is a racket. Who makes the profits? Certainly not you or I. Who pays the bills? That's you and I. And how to stop it. And I suggest that you can read this. It's online. It's a PDF. Just Google it. War is a Racket by Major General Smedley Butler. Do you see the President, the Congress, the Senate, Prime Ministers, Members of Parliament, bankers, the owners and the officers of armament, munitions, aircraft, and shipbuilders, those companies? Do you see those people fighting this war? Do you see these people fighting wars? No. Because they're the ones making the money, and we're the suckers paying for it. You're the suckers sending your children to go to war, to fight people that they don't even know and don't want to fight, and neither do these people really want to fight your children. But it's happening, isn't it? It's happening. It happens all the time. Because they're making the money out of this. They're making billions of dollars. And you're footing the bill. And innocent people are dying. Innocent people are dying on your dime. Have you ever thought to think about that? People don't question this. People do not question this. And all the time, people believe the lies and the propaganda that's put out by the mainstream media. They don't look at going to see independent stuff, They watch Fox News or MSNBC or NBC or ABC. A journalist just recently, within the last, I think, 24 hours, was actually pulled out of Gaza and replaced by somebody else. And they made up some cock and bull story that it was for his own safety or something like that. When basically what he was doing was getting too close to the truth. So, here's the thing. You either carry on believing the lies and the propaganda and all the stuff that the mainstream media is putting out for the government, or you do your own research and you go and put two and two together, but you've all got to follow the money. You just got to follow the money, and you'll see who's making money from all this. The banks, number one. Government's making money. People that call themselves government, they're making money. But also the people that are actually manufacturing the weapons, the planes, the ships, the tanks, the rocket launchers, the rockets, the bullets, the guns. They're also making money too. And as Medley Butler says, it's about time, before there is a war, that these people go first and stand on the front line. And we'll see how many fucking wars there are then, right? So, we have this genocide, we have this ethnic cleansing, we have these wars, and it's all funded through taxation. Yep. It's all funded by you, people being coerced to fund for the genocide through taxation. Pay your taxes, pay for this war, so the rich get rich, the banks, the banking elite, and those with the companies that produce all the armaments that go to, you know, murder the innocents, these innocent women, these innocent women and children that are dying. You know, there's a quote from Rollo May, and Rollo May said that the opposite of courage in our society is not cowardice, it's conformity. And we certainly have a lot of people that remain willfully ignorant and conform to what those that call themselves government are telling them. Wake the hell up. Wake the hell up and stop listening to people. You don't have to listen to me. Shut it off. But question things. And question them good, and do your own homework. Peace.